What up, what up, what up? How you doing, world?
Hello, world.
Mayday's in the motherfucking house. Can I curse? Yeah. All right, cool.
Fuckity fuck.
Thick, fackety, thick.
Yo, it's Mayday. This is Bernz. My name is Wreckonize. We are at the Middle East in Boston, Mass.
Yeah.
Hello. It's going good, man. We're starting in a place that's like historically rough for us. It's a little bit like it's a place we don't tour often, like
Right.
the East, Northeast, Southeast.
In the, I guess if you were to like scan the whole country where we have the most fans, the East Coast seems to be we have the least amount of fans. So it's been interesting to, we didn't really have a lot of expectations. First being our first headlining tour. And secondly, it being starting in the East Coast. But it's been going great, actually.
Way better than expected so far.
Way better than expected. We've been packing some houses, and merchandise has been selling great, and people have been singing everything. So
That's
great,
what
man.
happens when you keep your expectations low. Hello.
I live my life like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But
man.
good. It's been going
great
so far.
And we're almost done. We got like 2 more shows, and then we head to the Midwest. So, it's been fruitful.
Guaranteed parties ensue
Yeah.
when we go west.
The thing is that for us, before we signed with Strange Music, we never really toured, And Strange Music's main fan base is based out of the Midwest and the West Coast, So it was just only natural that as Tech Nine's fans and Strange Music fans kind of trickled into the Mayday world, that would be kind of what we were left with. That doesn't mean that the East doesn't go hard, like Worcester goes crazy. Boston is probably going to be a great show tonight.
Providence was dope last night.
Providence was a really great show. It's just, we go to Colorado and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just we're building it up. And actually we told ourselves that these next 2 years we were gonna really make a consolidated effort to like tour more. So you're gonna see us back here at places like in the East Coast, like Boston and whatever, in like 6 months. That's kind of like what we want to try and do for the next couple of years, so we could build up that East Coast love and that East Coast audience, that it's kind of just, they're not there because we just haven't really catered to them, really, is the thing as well, So I can't really blame them for that, I mean, everybody that lives this life, man.
Everybody that's lived this life goes through it at least one time, whether it be beginning of your career, middle of your career, towards the end of your career. Somebody's going to go through it at least once. It's inevitable. The numbers are against you. But, luckily, I feel like right now, me and him personally, like, are blessed. Our situations are not like that, but we were able to draw from situations we have had in the past.
Oh, yeah, man.
So, like, it didn't take much to go back to basically write about that, even though we don't experience it now.
It's tough, man. Obviously being a musician has a lot, it comes with a lot of like stereotypes and cliches, that is hard to get over when you're dating a new person, you know what I'm saying? And the hardest thing for a lot of people to get over is the fact that you have to be separate a lot. If you're going to be a successful musician, you got to travel, especially in today's day and age, where everything is downloaded or whatever. The way that we make our money and we make our living is by going out and playing music to the audience. So unless you find a girl that is really down with that, you're probably not going to have a pretty good relationship.
Let them know up front. That's what I say. Just make sure when you get into a relationship, let them know up front what it is. Explain it in detail, day for day, by minute, by hour. Because if you don't let them know, then you're looking at a rough road.
And another thing, too, what's crazy is about when you're dating a person that is creative, fuck just being a musician, right? If he's an artist, a painter, or whatever, right? There's another thing that when you don't work a job that is scheduled with a rigid schedule, a 9-to-5 schedule, like I have to accommodate whenever inspiration hits, and it could be whenever, I might not want to eat dinner tonight because I'm gonna go and I just want to be alone in a room to go work on some music. So also that is a hard thing to kind of like juggle with new relationships and letting people know it's like, I don't have normal work hours, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just have to work when I can, So that's another kind of hurdle you got to get over when you're in a relationship and in this business,
Definitely.
In Believers, our last album, we started enlisting the work of outside producers, And now in this album, we kept that vibe going. And they're all producers that we've worked with before, K. Salam and Beatnik,
The Pushers.
The Pushers, so it's just and now and at the same time, us as members, we all started to kind of produce a lot more. We've all stepped our game up. In the end of the day, though, what's dope is like it all sounds like it all just came from us, anyways. You know, which I think is a testament to like how dialed into we are into our sound. You know what I'm saying? And to like what we want out of music. You know, so
persistence, man, persistence. Can I say persistence? Is that
persistence.
Cool? Because we've been doing this
10,000 hours, dude.
10,000 hours plus. We've been doing it a long time. And nothing has been overnight, and everything has been a struggle, and everything has been a sacrifice, but it's a beautiful thing. We love it. We still, to this day, like, you know, the first time we played here in this venue, the last time we were actually in this venue was 9 years ago on our first national tour, 45 cities in a van, playing to a near empty room. I wasn't even in Mayday yet. Mayday was just Bernz and Plex, and we've been grinding ever since. And then tonight, I hope we're going to come back and play a slamming show that is our own show, and that's 9 years that took. Like, some things just take a very long time. You just have to be patient, persistent. Anybody now these days with the technology that's out there can pick up a laptop and make an album. Anybody could do that, so it's not as impressive to the average everyday person. What's impressive is the consistency of releasing quality stuff again and again and again and again until you finally bang their door down. So it's just about being persistent, man. Don't expect anything to happen after your first swing.
It feels like, you know, like you plant a seed and you watch that seed grow, and you know. And like that's what we see happening right now, you know. It's great to come back to these places on our own dime and like and have our own fans. And I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like you find something you love, you get a crew together, you go conquer the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of what we're doing, man. You know.
And we learned a lot touring with Tech. We learned a lot touring with Strange. So it's nice to also go out with that knowledge that we picked up on those tours and then go do our own tours and put some of the things that they've taught us into effect and see it work and be like, oh, man, it's dope that we're able to, like, pick something up while we were there. And kind of we were in, like, community college going to, you know, or university or whatever, going to, like, tour with Strange, and then we go out on our own and we're able to, like, okay, open up our own shop, and it feels good. Hip-hop wise, for me, LP is one that I've been chasing for a long time, either production-wise or vocals, just to get him featured on a verse or to get him to produce a beat for us. I think that's, for me personally, would be one that I've waited for years. It's gonna happen, damn it.
It's just so many, man. For me, I'm a very big fan of music, so every day there's somebody that I'd be like, ooh, I wish I could collaborate with them. So that's a tough question to answer for me, man.
A little tricky. Not currently, no.
Man, no. We just got this album, Future Vintage, about to come out,
Boom,
man.
boom.
And really, that's all we're just kind of focused on right now, you know?
We had fun doing Merge Day. We've talked about it that we would like to do it either, you know, down the line another Merge Day album or do the same thing with someone else. We have, like, produced projects for people in the past, like, you know, EPs and stuff here and there, but we enjoyed doing it. So if the opportunity struck, I know we'd be down for sure because we had fun doing it.
Definitely, dude. I mean, we're artists that like to collaborate, you know what I mean? Like, you get the best work in life when you collaborate with other people. So I mean, we're always down to collaborate, man, and to you know, expand our art, man, and make fun shit. Especially considering the Merge Day shit, it was just really fun, man, you know? So
A lot of fun.
Let's keep on having fun, man.
It's funny because we have Cap Callis as tour support for this tour, and I hadn't battled in 5 years, and he started hitting me up asking me if I would go to Grind Time, do a Grind Time like promo battle, and it took a little wearing down, but he finally got me to agree, and then I battled No Can Do for Grind Time, and I had fun doing it, and I also wanted to do it just because I wanted to see it's so different now than when I was doing it. When we were doing it, it was, you know, you were doing it over a beat, you were doing it freestyle, and now it's you know, there's no music involved and it's mostly written, so it's just like I was interested to try it for that. And I don't know. I feel like I never want to say never because I hate to go back on my own word. So the possibility is always there, but I just know that I would have to commit to it in a time when there wasn't a lot going on, because it's one of those things now. It's so labor intensive, the writing process for it, that you can't be like, oh yeah, we're working on this Mayday album and we're also doing this Bernz solo project, but yeah, I'm gonna take a battle in July, and like that's like, I don't know. I don't have the stamina for that. It's just so much writing and so much prep that you have to do for it now. So much memorization. It's just like I salute the dudes that do it now, because it's just like it boggles my mind. So I wouldn't say never, because I do still love it, and when I get around it, I feel like that feeling in my gut, like it's like being in the arena, like in the Coliseum. I love seeing it, and it gets me hyped still. But I just feel like it'd have to be the perfect time, or I'd have to really have the schedule clear to dedicate time to it, you know? Oh man. Well, my opinion on that is like I did a freestyle about it recently where I said, like to me that's the kind of thing that you do when you're promoting your album, and everyone blew it up like it had a huge headline. He challenges $500,000 battle to any label, and it was something he said on the show, kind of like haphazardly and just like in promotion mode for his album. So I wasn't taking it as a real thing, but people were hyping it up as such. But my thing is, if you're gonna challenge a label to a battle or challenge anyone to a battle, fuck 500 grand. Like, let's just battle right now for respect, for props. Like, putting a $500,000 tab on it is like, well, all right, well then I guess you just wiped out 75% of your competition, because who's gonna put up 500 grand? If you really want to challenge anybody the fuck across the board, just challenge them. That's it. The $500,000 thing to me is a little bit like, for all for naught. I don't really get why that is a thing. I guess it's just like, let's see who we can run a tab up on for 500 grand. I don't know, but I love Hop. We did a joint with Jaren on his last EP. I think everybody on Funk Volume is dope as fuck. So I mean, I'm not, they're the homies, but I mean, we could get in the ring. It's whatever. I'm down. I feel like pound for pound, I mean, Strange Music has more MCs signed than Funk Volume does, so it'd be a little tricky to whittle it down to like 3 versus their 3. But I mean, I feel like Strange is the kind of people that would take that challenge good, and track for track we could make it entertaining, But actually getting it to that point, I don't know. I don't think Tech or anyone at Strange really feels the vibe for that background. Like, there's not that many people that did really get into the battle scene, like Murs or me, or I know Yubi talks about it from time to time. He used to battle back in the day. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of candidates that could get involved for 3 man. I think I couldn't whittle it down. It'd be too tough.
Yeah, man. The album comes out in 2 weeks, September 18th, man. It's called Future Vintage. It's going to be at a store near you. You can get it on iTunes and everywhere where you can get music and stream it and all of that. And we're going to be touring very hard for the next 2 months, and then we're going to do Europe. And then we're probably going to tour all over again, probably in the summer next year. So
forever.
Everybody just needs to kind of hop on board, because we got solo material coming out from me next year, solo material from him coming out next year, and maybe another collabo album. Who knows? So whatever, man.
We're trying to keep hitting them, man. Trying to keep consistent.
Yeah, man. Just thank you for fucking joining the Mayday world, man. And we hope to make the place a crazier place for you. You know what I'm saying?
Boom. Future Vintage.
Boy, Future Vintage. Hey.
Yo. What up?
What up?
It's Bernz from Mayday.
Mayday in the house.
Holla.
Strange Music.
You know what it is. Future Vintage dropped 9/18. You're hanging out with NEHip-Hop.com.
Boston.
Boston.